So now Donald Trump is claiming that he was talking with a war general who told him he had seen a whole lot of things in combat. But the bravest and most heroic thing that this general supposedly ever saw was when Donald Trump got up on a debate stage, and when Hillary Clinton asked him about the grab him by the you-know-what comment, Donald Trump said, "That's just locker room talk." Now, he didn't name this general's name, but he claimed that a war general told him that was the most brave and heroic thing he had ever saw. How many times is Donald Trump going to insult the troops and insult our military before MAGA finally says enough is enough? They have sat back and let this guy make a mockery of our military and insult them, and they give him a pass for it every single time. They say they're the party of military. They say they're the party that supports the troops. They say they're the party of patriotism. They say they're the party that stands for the flag and they kneel for the cross. And yet they give him a pass every single time. When referring to John McCain, who was a veteran and a prisoner of war, Donald Trump said, "I prefer soldiers who didn't get caught." Now, I didn't agree with John McCain's politics, and I didn't vote for John McCain. I wouldn't vote for John McCain if he was here today. But there is no way in hell you could pay me to insult his military service and to insult the fact that he was captured and tortured. If you go back and look at videos of John McCain when he waves to the crowd, he couldn't raise his arm all the way in the air because he was still suffering from the injuries from being tortured. And Donald Trump, a guy who got bone spurs and avoided the draft, stands up and insults a man who went and paid the price, and then turns around and calls the soldiers in Arlington Cemetery suckers and losers. MAGA gave him a pass for that one. Those soldiers paid the ultimate price, and he was allowed to call them suckers and losers, and he was given a pass for it. And then he went so far as to say that avoiding STDs was his personal Vietnam. Again, a guy who didn't go to Vietnam got away with saying an insulting remark like that. And now he has the audacity to stand up and say that when he stood up to Hillary Clinton and told her that was just locker room talk, that was brave and heroic. Let me go ahead and say this out loud. There is nothing brave or heroic about Donald Trump. There is nothing brave and heroic about him out here doing damage control for all of his fuck-ups. There is nothing brave and heroic about defending a shitty comment. There is nothing brave and heroic about being indicted 4 times and having 91 charges. There's nothing brave and heroic about lying about an election and trying to overturn an election that you lost. There's nothing brave and heroic about inciting a riot on our nation's capital, and there's nothing brave and heroic about the people who went there and did it. There is absolutely nothing at all brave nor heroic about Donald Trump, but he is so envious of people who have been brave and heroic that he has to insert himself into situations where he can thump his chest and act like he's somebody. Well, he's not. Not in the real world. Maybe over in the alternate reality that is MAGA. Maybe over in that alternate reality, he's their Messiah. But here in the real world, he is a con artist. He is a grifter. He is a domestic terrorist and a treasonous traitor. That's what he is in the real world. And there's nothing brave and heroic about him. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't ever want to hear them say to me again, "I'm a patriot. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross." You don't get brownie points for that. You don't get brownie points for that if you sit back and you let a man constantly mock our military, mock our veterans, mock the ones that paid the ultimate price, and try to compare his miserable existence to them being heroic. You don't get brownie points for that, and you will never get a pass from me. I will call it out every chance I get.